Hi, everyone. This is Russ Allman, Communications Director at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, soon to be Foothills Community Center. Got to keep adding that in there now because we're getting close. And we took a field trip today. We're over at Colonial Vista near downtown Wenatchee. And I'm here with Stevie Knemeyer, the Director of Sales. And we're doing a kind of a unique tour today. We're on the top floor in the Penthouse suite in Colonial Vista. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of this place?
Yeah, so Colonial Vista is one of the largest senior living communities in Wenatchee, and we originally started in the late 60s, and this was the former home of the founders, Mr. and Mrs. Campbell, and so they lived here until they passed away. Mr. Campbell lived here till he was 98 years old, and he was involved with the community until the very end, pretty much. So this was his home here that we're in, and it's a very, very unique vintage space. So we love to show the community kind of the uniqueness of this place. Yeah.
So, and this was not their only facility, right?
No. So they were they were essentially pioneers of the senior living communities. And so this was their flagship or their main location, and then eventually went on to open about 180 communities or be involved with them all throughout the country. He was in Hawaii, back east, so all over the place.
So, like you said, one of the true pioneers in the senior living concept.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. And so what they did here kind of became the standard throughout the U.S.
And so tell me a bit about the facilities that you have now, because I know it's kind of unique. You have two separate living facilities. You have acute care.
Yeah, so this campus here, there's 4 buildings total. We're in what's called Vista 2, but we have assisted living and independent living on the senior living side. And then on the campus, we actually have rehab and long-term care as well with Colonial Vista Post-Acute. So it's all owned by the same company, but basically we have everything you could need here.
Yeah. So I guess without further ado, we're going to take a tour around this penthouse suite. How many square feet is it?
It's 10,000 square feet.
It's pretty big for a home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's on the top floor, of course. So it's got a panoramic view of the whole valley from the downtown area. So it's really kind of a unique view as well.
Definitely.
And are you still giving tours to the public of this?
We have been opening it up time to time, and so the best thing to do is to watch our Facebook page, and we kind of announce when we're doing public tours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look around.
All right. Okay. Oh, so we're at the 5th floor here. Got to use a key, and so we get off the elevator. Here we are. So as you can see, Mrs. Campbell really liked orange. Orange was her favorite color, and it's the theme kind of throughout the entire penthouse. The most orange you're probably ever seen in your life, but it's pretty cool. Off to the left here, we have what we've kind of turned into a little study. Obviously, it's not exactly how they had it, but over the years, things have changed. So there's a cool bookshelf and amazing views. You can see George Seller Bridge out there, and you can see kind of down towards the Vista Dome, which is our outside entertaining space. It has a stage for live music and all of that. So this is the study, what we call the study. And then here is one of my favorite bathrooms. The reason I like it is because the wallpaper is kind of velvety and soft. So it's definitely 70s. Pretty cool. And then kind of go through here, and we're going to go into the main living room here. And it's a huge space, big windows, and another thing about Mrs. Campbell was she had a huge rooster collection. So she loved roosters, and you will still see some throughout. The light fixture up there has roosters on it. There's a rooster pillow, some things that were left over from Mrs. Campbell being here. There's a piano that's been here, and the views are just amazing. You can see all the way up river, so you can see the Columbia River all the way up there. You can see the tops of the buildings. We're up on the 5th floor, so you can't get any higher than this. And you can see all the way up to the high school, and then you can even see the hospital up over there, and an amazing view of Saddle Rock as well. So it's just definitely some of the best views when you're downtown Wenatchee. So, yep, and so we'll go this way, and we'll go into what I call kind of the formal dining room. Again, I'm kind of repurposed things as I wasn't here when they lived in the space, so I don't know exactly how it looked, but we've set this up as a formal dining room. There's a really cool shelf there that has the window through to the kitchen, which is pretty neat. And so, again, you got the orange curtains, orange everywhere. And then we'll come into the kitchen here, and it has all the original appliances. So they got all the green original appliances, and they're still in really great shape. What I thought was really cool is, again, you can see kind of the rooster themes here on the cooktop. But for the 70s, early 70s, they had a glass cooktop, which was pretty fancy. So this is a little warmer here, which is really cool. And then down below here, this was a food prep mixer, and so it's got this all kind of built in, which is really cool. So they had a lot of really neat features to this home here. Under the counter coffee pot. So again,
his offices were out.
Yes, so if you look straight down there, that was the main headquarters. The administrative offices there, Mr. and Mrs. Campbell's main offices were there, and it's right next to Betty's Rose Garden, which is pretty famous for this space. Betty's Rose Garden has been there, for pretty much as long as Colonial Vista's been here. So, yep, their offices looked right out onto the Rose Garden. So, pretty cool kitchen. And then again, it goes through into kind of like a den. It's got the built-in record player and all the shelving, which is probably full of roosters at one point. But I was told they kind of had some chairs in here, and they would just kind of sit and hang out. This was a good little space. And then again, amazing views of Wenatchee here. You can see all of East Wenatchee. You can see the George Scheller Bridge. You can see the walking bridge. So everything in here is still how it was. There hasn't been no updates. So we'll go down the hallway here. You notice the doors, they're really well made. And the door handles, everything's really fancy. And they've got like really thick doors, nice closets. So we'll go down here, and there's a couple guest rooms. So this first guest room here is one of my favorites. The wallpaper is really cool. Again, we've kind of staged furniture in here for what we thought was kind of to the time period. But if you go up close to that wallpaper, it's really neat. And then the bathroom is really cool. It's got the gold fixtures on everything. You'll notice too that there's speakers throughout, so that does still work. I've got it to work before, so you can kind of listen to music all throughout the penthouse. And then we'll go into this other bedroom here. I was told this was their daughter's room when she would come home from school. So this is another really cool bedroom. all mirrors and big closet space. Another really cool little bathroom. It's pretty cool. Definitely vintage. But everything's in really good shape. They kept really good care of this place here. All right. Next, we'll move over here, and this is going to be, I believe, was kind of like a TV room or kind of just another little hangout space. So they would have chairs here, a TV. It's kind of cool. It's got a little chalkboard. So to me, it looks kind of like it could have been a game room. But so it's another cool space. And then we're going to go through here. This is the master bedroom. So nice big bedroom. Again, it's got the velvety walls, which is really cool. It's kind of dark in here, but you come through here, you can check out the master bath. It's pretty nice. You'll notice that even the shower door is orange. I've never seen anything like that. It's pretty cool. So, got the shag carpet. Probably was all shag throughout the whole bathroom at one point, but it's probably been changed a little bit for that.
There's even a fold up.
That's a scale.
To the scale.
And it works, yeah. So if you want to weigh yourself, it works. So, pretty cool. So this is kind of the end of the orange space. Now we're going to go into the other part of the penthouse, which you'll notice quickly that Mr. Campbell's favorite color was blue. So this here was where a lot of hosting was done. And so this is kind of a space that we've repurposed now. We kind of host book clubs and coffee hours. We are going to do movie nights up here. So it's just a great space for our residents to use. So we do use this space for different things, for hosting and whatnot. This was a big playroom. Lots of space. You can imagine kids having a lot of fun in here. And so this is where we set up to do the movie nights and whatnot. It's a great space for us to kind of come up here and entertain with the residents. And then back here is the final part of the penthouse. And we've got the blue room. So this is the other master. And then the bathrooms, all blue. Even a blue shower door, because if you have an orange one, you should have a blue one, right? So it's pretty cool. So this is another little cool feature. So it's, if you're wearing a suit, you pick out what color suit you're wearing, what color shirt you're wearing, and tie. And so it's basically a tie guide. It tells you what color tie is going to look best with your outfit. So that's pretty cool. So
pretty computer too.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, so this is all of the penthouse. It's pretty neat space. We feel like it's a really unique space, and we really enjoy bringing people up here and showing it, just because not a lot of people have seen it. So yeah. We appreciate you coming and taking a look today.
Okay, well that was quite a tour.
Yeah.
So you were saying you are still doing tours, but it's by By
Just
appointment?
kind of by appointment as I have time, because it takes time out of my schedule to kind of do the public tours. We just did a round back in early November, and so we'll probably in the new year do another round of public tours if there's interest in that, just to kind of showcase the space. It is part of Wenatchee's history, so we just love to share it, and while it's still in its original
Sure.
form, I guess.
And so you had mentioned there are opportunities to do to host events here potentially.
Yeah, it's a case by case. Being that it is vintage, we definitely would be a case by case availability, but we do want to open it up for day rentals. So you could always reach out to us if you're interested in using the space.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, Stevie, thank you for giving us the tour today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I think that slid down, didn't it?
It must have.
It must have, because now it's down below. That must have been an interesting shot. It just kind of
Oh my gosh.
down.
I didn't even notice.
It's